Hi, Dr. Scott Jensen. I'm running to be the next governor of Minnesota. I've got Matt Burke with me. We're going to talk about critical race theory, CRT. A couple of years ago, people wouldn't have known what that stood for. It seems like we've morphed. We go from hot button to hot button. So we go from equity instead of equality. We go to diversity. Then we go to specialized diversity services. Then we create diversity officers. And then we go to critical race theory. And then we go to white supremacy. Then we go to systemic racism. And
can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's, but honestly, Matt, your career path and all the things you've been involved with, you can speak with as much authority on this as far more than most people. Could you comment on that? What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I played 15 years in the NFL, majority of black players on a team, I don't know, 70, 75%. We never had one sensitivity training class or talked about race in the locker room. It never existed. You know, and I'd say the culture of football and of any team you're on is, it's not about you, it's about the team. Be a good teammate, respect one another. Nothing in there about race. No mention of race in there, right? That's how it is, and those are the rules everybody abides by. This critical race theory, to basically, to boil it down to its essence, it's just saying that a person is defined by their skin color. Is that what we believe? Is that I'm defined by my skin color? Something I have no. I don't think so. I would say. I think you would say. I think a lot of people would say. Their identity is being a child of God, first and foremost. If you don't believe that, then I think we could all probably agree that maybe we could agree on the character, content of our character is who we are. It has nothing to do with skin color. And this is again, you just kind of look at something like critical race theory, CRT. Now we've got an acronym for it, and you kind of think, how did we get here?
People ask me what I think of CRT, or they say, do you believe in CRT? And I say, it's not a religion. I don't even know what you mean. I usually ask people, well, define the term for me so I can at least know what I'm responding to. I mean, there's no question in my mind. Are there unfairnesses in our school systems, our corporate world, in the world of medicine, in the way we encounter people? Sure there are. But I recently was at a birthday party for a guy. He turned 100. And he was at Iwo Jima. And he was there in World War II. And some of the people that helped save his life so he could get to be 100 were people of color. There was no race when you're desperately trying to fight for your country and your country's freedom. And knowing that your life is on the line, it's about the team.
Yeah.
This is craziness.
And the more you talk about race, the more you divide people and you prevent the team from coming together. And I think that really is the agenda of whoever is pushing critical race theory.
One of my best friends in med school was a black guy, and growing up in Sleepy, we didn't have a lot of racial diversity. Frankly, we thought the Irish were a different race than the Norwegians. But he really taught me just what it was like to be a friend. If I needed something, if I didn't understand something, he would help me, and vice versa. I don't think heightening the differences moves us forward at all as a human race. I think when we celebrate the commonality, that we all want the same things. We've all got 23 pairs of chromosomes that give us 46 chromosomes. We judge our society not by race, but really how we deal with people at the beginning of life, babies, unborn babies, and how we deal with people in the twilight of their lives, and how we deal with the people who, for whatever reasons and circumstances, have to live in the shadows of life. That's who we are. White, brown, black. That's not the defining point.
No. The other thing about critical race theory is, one, race is everything, and then number two, they can accuse others of these thought crimes, of being a racist, where there's no way to prove that you're not, right? It's just it's an accusation, and it's explosive, and that's the strategy to get people to succumb to it. And so just I mean, if you can separate emotion from it, just logically, it makes zero sense. And that's why for that reason and that reason alone, it has no place in schools.
Yeah. And I don't think there's any school district out there that would say that there are not unfairnesses that sometimes creep up into the system. And what you do is you try to deal with those unfairnesses. If a kid's being picked on, you try to find out what's going on. If someone's being a bully, you try to. Unfairnesses, yes. But folks, we're so much better than this. Thanks.